Strength is not born in silence. It is forged in the storms you survive. Every person reaches a moment where life feels heavier than expected, when uncertainty shakes your confidence, pressure bruises your spirit, and doubt tries to pull you under. In those moments, you don't need louder motivation or empty encouragement. You need a solid inner foundation. You need the ability to stay centered when everything around you trembles. The ancient Stoics understood this better than anyone. They believed unshakable power comes from mastering the mind, not controlling the world. Obstacles, losses, disappointments, and unexpected challenges are inevitable, but your response to them is still your kingdom. Becoming unmovable doesn't mean becoming numb. It means building a mindset capable of meeting chaos with clarity, meeting fear with reason, and meeting adversity with unwavering courage. When you learn to stand firm in your values, your emotions lose the power to distort your judgment. When you anchor your attention on what you can influence, distractions stop stealing your peace. And when you strengthen your character, no external force can determine your direction. Today, you will discover 5 mental secrets the Stoics used to stay steady in every crisis. If you practice them, you will develop a core so resilient that no storm, internal or external, can shake who you are. Lesson 1. Master the inner gate. Your mind is the entrance to your entire reality, and the Stoics taught that strength begins by guarding this inner gate with fierce discipline. Every distraction, insult, or unexpected event tries to rush through that gate and seize your attention. If you allow everything in, chaos governs your reactions. But when you choose what enters, you reclaim control. To be unshakable, you must separate what you notice from what you accept. Thoughts arrive uninvited, yet they gain power only when you grant them residence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that impressions appear suddenly, carrying emotional weight, but they must be inspected before they influence judgment. This practice prevents impulsive responses and preserves mental clarity. Instead of absorbing negativity, step back and examine it. Ask whether the situation demands action, patience, or simply distance. This short pause becomes a shield that protects your stability. You shift from reacting instinctively to responding intentionally. Worry loses momentum. Provocations lose their sting. Anxiety loses its grip. You train your mind to filter experiences rather than collapse under them. When you master this inner gate, you no longer chase every fear or defend against every criticism. You conserve energy for what truly matters. You stop assuming every challenge is a threat and start recognizing most are harmless disturbances. This creates a deep sense of steadiness, an internal environment untouched by turbulence. The world can shout, push, pull, or pressure you, but your attention moves only where you direct it. By developing this mental discipline, you build a fortress of perception where strength replaces panic and intention replaces confusion. Lesson 2. Command your emotional weather. Emotions rise like sudden storms, but the Stoics believed that no internal weather pattern should dictate your direction. Feelings are natural signals, not absolute instructions. Anger warns you of crossed boundaries, fear highlights uncertainty, sadness exposes meaning, and frustration reveals expectation. Yet none of these states must dominate your decisions. To be unshakable, you must learn to observe emotional turbulence without surrendering to it. The Stoic method begins by naming the feeling instead of resisting it. Identification breaks its momentum. Once recognized, the emotion becomes something you have, not something you are. Next comes evaluation. Question the accuracy of the emotional response. Ask whether the situation justifies the intensity you feel. This shift transforms instinctive reactions into measured understanding. Seneca taught that uncontrolled emotion expands minor problems into overwhelming burdens. while disciplined awareness reduces their weight. By slowing the emotional surge, you prevent internal storms from shaping your worldview. Then redirect. After acknowledging and analyzing the feeling, choose the response that aligns with your values rather than your impulses. You are no longer a passenger carried by inner turbulence. You become the navigator. This does not suppress emotion, it channels it. Courage replaces panic. Patience softens irritation. Acceptance dissolves resistance. Commanding your emotional weather gives you power in moments where others collapse. You become steady in conflict, calm under judgment, balanced in uncertainty, and grounded when life becomes unpredictable. Emotional mastery is not coldness, it is clarity. It allows you to stand firm while others are swept away by temporary storms, creating a level of resilience that cannot be shaken by fluctuating moods or shifting circumstances. Lesson 3. Withdraw your power from the uncontrollable. Life becomes heavier the moment you try to influence what was never yours to command. The Stoics understood this trap better than anyone. They taught that exhaustion, frustration, and inner turmoil arise not from events themselves, but from the insistence that things must unfold according to personal desire. To become unshakable, you must reclaim the energy you waste on what cannot be shaped by your will. This begins with clear separation, what depends on you and what does not. Your actions, principles, choices, and attitudes belong to you. Outcomes, opinions, timing, and external conditions do not. When you release the urge to dictate results, you regain incredible freedom. Pressure dissolves, fear weakens, impatience loosens its hold. You stop living in a constant battle against reality and instead move with greater purpose. Epictetus compared life to steering a ship. You control the rudder but not the wind. By accepting this distinction, you navigate more effectively, conserving strength for decisions that matter. You stop measuring your worth by external approval or unpredictable circumstances and begin evaluating yourself by the integrity of your efforts. This mindset transforms challenges into training rather than torment. You start focusing on preparation instead of prediction, resilience instead of reassurance. When something unfolds outside your expectations, you adjust instead of collapsing. The world no longer feels threatening because its instability no longer determines your stability. Your attention becomes a disciplined force, shaping your day instead of being pulled by events you cannot rewrite. Withdrawing your power from the uncontrollable does not mean resignation. It means strategic engagement. You act boldly where influence exists and release what lies beyond your reach. This shift creates profound inner stillness. Noise loses its urgency, delays lose their weight, uncertainty loses its intimidation. You finally stand in a place where nothing external can dictate how you feel, who you are, or how far you go. Lesson 4. Build strength through voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed resilience is not discovered in comfort, but crafted through deliberate challenge. Comfort weakens the mind, softens discipline, and shrinks your tolerance for uncertainty. When life eventually tests you, as it always does, untrained strength collapses. To become unshakable, you must practice stepping into controlled difficulty. This does not mean seeking suffering. It means choosing meaningful discomfort that sharpens character. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that ease breeds dependency, while adversity reveals capability. By exposing yourself to small challenges, you expand your inner capacity to handle larger ones. Begin with simple acts. Wake earlier than you prefer. Finish tasks without negotiation. Sit with boredom instead of escaping it, or endure silence without reaching for distraction. These moments strengthen the mental muscles required to stay centered under pressure. Each voluntary challenge communicates a powerful message to your mind. I do not break when things are uncomfortable. That message forms a psychological foundation more reliable than motivation. When obstacles appear unexpectedly, your mind recognizes the terrain. It has already rehearsed discomfort. It has already practiced endurance. Instead of panicking, you adapt. Instead of resisting, you stabilize. Instead of collapsing, you anchor yourself in purpose. Voluntary discomfort also dissolves entitlement and expands gratitude. You stop craving constant ease and start appreciating small victories, simple progress, and quiet strength. This practice creates a deeper, quieter confidence, one that is not dependent on circumstance. You no longer fear difficulty because you have trained for it. You no longer avoid challenge because you understand its value. You no longer fall apart when routines shift or plans fracture. You become the kind of person who remains composed when others lose direction. Through chosen discipline, you shape a mind that does not retreat from adversity, but rises to meet it with steadiness and clarity. Lesson 5. Anchor yourself in an unbreakable purpose. A mind without purpose is easily shaken because every setback feels like a threat and every obstacle appears as a personal attack. The Stoics understood that inner strength grows when life is guided by a clear, unwavering direction. Purpose acts as a stabilizing force, a compass that keeps you steady even when circumstances shift unexpectedly. When your actions align with deeper meaning, external chaos loses its ability to dictate your emotions. You stop drifting between impulses and begin moving with intention, clarity, and conviction. To develop this anchor, identify what principles define you. Integrity, courage, growth, service, wisdom, each one forms the foundation of a purpose that cannot be taken away. When your values lead your decisions, challenges become expressions of character rather than threats to comfort. Hard moments stop feeling like punishments and start becoming opportunities to live your philosophy. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person acts with unshakable calm when they remember why they exist and what they stand for. Purpose also quiets internal noise. Doubt weakens when you pursue something meaningful. Distractions lose their power when you know where you're going. Criticism stings less when your motive is grounded in truth, not approval. You experience a shift from emotional instability to emotional direction. Your feelings stop steering your choices, and your mission takes the wheel. When life disrupts your plans, your purpose remains untouched. Even in confusion, you know the next right step. Even in uncertainty, you move forward. Even in pain, you understand the meaning behind your endurance. This transforms your daily life into a path of deliberate action. You rise earlier, work with focus, speak with honesty, and withstand pressure because your internal compass keeps you aligned with something larger than comfort. Anchoring yourself in purpose turns resilience into a natural state. You no longer ask whether you can continue, you simply do. You no longer shrink from difficulty. You embody the principles you chose, and in that commitment, you become truly unshakable. True strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the quiet decision to rise every time life tries to pull you downward. The Stoics understood that unshakable resilience is built from the inside out. It's formed through disciplined perception, emotional clarity, purposeful action, and the refusal to surrender your peace to forces beyond your reach. When you apply these principles, your life stops feeling like a battlefield and begins to feel like a path you walk with awareness, steadiness, and intention. Challenges no longer intimidate you because you recognize them as training. Criticism loses its weight because you know your values. Uncertainty no longer paralyzes you because you've practiced stability in the unknown. You stand firm not because the world becomes easier, but because you become stronger, wiser, and more grounded. Every moment offers a chance to practice this mindset. Every setback is an invitation to deepen your discipline. Every doubt is an opportunity to return to your purpose. And every obstacle is a reminder that the only real power you possess is the authority you hold over your own mind. When you commit to these Stoic foundations, you create a life where peace is consistent, confidence is earned, and strength becomes your natural state. The storms will continue, but you will no longer fear them. You will face them with clarity, endurance, and an inner resolve that nothing external can break. If you are ready to build this unshakable version of yourself, drop a comment saying, "I choose inner strength." Let this be your first act of commitment.